Get ready, it's a Top That Trade Day. Joining us now, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Uckman, an options trading pro. Looking sharp, guys. Here we go with round number one. Boom buster, the president doesn't want the Fed to continue to raise rates. What do you guys think?
I am extremely happy.
You are?
Higher rates are a sign of a recovering economy. 70% of the time over the last 60 years, rising rates mean rising stocks. So out of these last 60-some years, there have been 14 periods of rising rates. 9 of those periods, the stock market's gone up. It's a positive.
Yeah, it can be, and you're right about that. But what, 12 out of the last 15 recessions were preceded by a rise in interest rates. So that you can go too far, and there is a concern that maybe if the Fed gets too aggressive raising rates,
if they go loco,
if they go a little loco, they can go down. But listen, raising interest rates, you're right, it's a sign of an improving economy. We both agree on that. And there are winners from raising interest rates. Banks should be making money, right?
They should, in theory.
And
investors putting their money in the bank should be making money.
But that's not going to be good for your stocks if they take it out of stocks and put it into the bank.
On to round number two, oil drain. We've seen 10% drops in crude. Is it different this time, or is it the same old drill?
I think it's the same drill, because if you would have
drill, I get it. Oil drill.
Drill. I got it. Very clever.
All right, good. Go ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead. Keep.
Bottom line is that this time is not different than the other breaks. Every other break has been a buying opportunity.
And it rallied and made new 4-year highs each and every time.
And part of the reason why oil prices are going down right now is because Saudi Arabia says they're going to pump as much oil as they can. I got a message for you. They don't have that much more capacity, and neither does the rest of the world.
They're going to be reasonable.
We're going to need that oil. And you keep hearing about a slowdown in oil demand. It's not happening. Don't believe it. Oil demand, the strongest it's been since 2006.
It's just a bit of a pause because the macro market, the global market has some concerns about a bit of a slowdown. And one of those issues was China GDP.
Yep.
China GDP came out at 6.5%.
Right.
That's still double what we have.
And
okay, nobody believes their numbers, but
well, you hear slowing China oil demand. Guess what? Their oil demand was at a record high last month.
There you go.
Go figure.
Here's your question for the third round. As you know, Prince Harry and his wife Meghan are traveling along down under, but there's been a down under dive with that currency dropping for the year. Will it get a kangaroo jump?
Aussie dollar is very much a commodity currency. So you've seen the Canadian hold up pretty well because crude oil's moved up. Actually, we saw a bottom in the metal stocks that we've talked about over the last month or so, where we saw that bullish divergence, new lows, but not higher volatility. I'm seeing the same thing in the Australian dollar. We could see a kangaroo kick right here. We're down here near 5-year lows, right at the 70 level. We've been trading between 70 and 80 now for the last 5 years. We're at some key support.
Are you saying to put some Aussie dollars in your pouch? Is that what you're trying to tell me? No, listen. Bottom line is he's probably right. And guess what? You know, we hear about a commodity slowdown. We just talked about maybe that's not as bad as we thought it was. And guess what? If Australia is a commodity export and their currency is weak, other countries are going to buy a lot of their stuff, eventually bringing back.
And they've been hurt by China. They've been hurt by China. So I think in China may be a little bit overdone. So we'll have to see if that ever gets sorted out. That helps China, and therefore the corollary, it's going to be helpful to Australia.
Absolutely.
As you know, Halloween is coming up, so here's your bonus round question for today. Google is paying attention to costume searches. What is the phony one on the list? Is it Fortnite, pirates, vampires, or traitors?
Traitor doesn't exist. That costume does not exist.
Gotta go with it.
The answer is indeed traitors.
We finally win. We finally win.
I had to make it easy for you. The house has been winning a lot lately.
You have been tough.
Well, great job today, guys. Business First AM rolls on right after this break. Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.